Hey YouTube again, it's me, Vagabond142. Again, this is part 2 of my Calgary Comic and Entertainment Expo haul slash commission slash things I picked up list. So, this part will focus on prints. These are the artworks that are pre-made, printed out on good paper and sold for between 10 to 20 bucks depending on the artist and the quality of the print. First print I picked up, because I saw it and I saw it was amazing, is a Joker and Harley Quinn by a guy I don't know of, actually. I'm going to be looking for this guy next year, because he's very easy to spot because he has an amazing hairdo, which is just spiked hair everywhere. It's one of those ones that probably takes like 17 hours to set up and then was ruined in 5 minutes of wearing a hat. But his name is Drake, and I picked this print up from the Brilliant Designs studio table in the Artist's Alley. I just love this one because it has such great facial expressions, good amount of color and action, and it's a sexy piece, I'll tell you that. It's well worth this one. When I picked up for 15 bucks, I think it was well worth it. If local artists can do this good of a job, I have no problem supporting them. Next commission I got was Anvil of the Dwarves from DPI Studios, drawn by Embryo and Jason. Many people, if you are WoW fans, will recognize this piece from a WoW trading card. This is actually what they did for the WoW trading card game, and they had a bigger print than this, but it was 40 bucks, and it was gigantic, so I got the smaller 8x11 or 7x11 or however big this is print, which was a nice, very affordable 10 bucks, and it's definitely worth getting art like this for 10 bucks. Next print I have is from the amazing and incredible Emily Warren. She had a booth there, and she had so many prints for sale. I really had trouble choosing. I chose this one mostly because I have a thing for elves, and I have a thing for warrior elves too, so I think it was definitely worth the purchase. This one I believe was 15 bucks. Ooh, I forgot a commission. I met the amazing and incredible Bruce Timm at this convention, and I could not be happier. I mean, this is the guy that drew Batman animated series, and I actually had him do a Harley Quinn for me, and it's just amazing what he pulled out. Like this is about 5 minutes work, honestly. He wields a Sharpie like no one else can. Anyways, I'll go on to the next Quinn. Sorry, I'm finding a bit of con flu, which is why my voice may be a little bit stuffy. Just picked it up at the con. I still haven't beaten it completely yet. The next print I have is the Calgary Comic Con exclusive Omar Dogan Chun-Li. Now, seeing as I'm such a huge, gigantic Omar Dogan fan, how could I not pick this up? That's all I gotta say about that. And yes, he confirmed at the convention that she is holding a Tim Hortons cup. And it is the official, as you can see, official, ooh, hologram. So this is one of the limited to 200 prints. There are only 200 of these in existence. And I got this for 20 bucks and signed by Omar. So I am just overjoyed to have two pieces of Omar Dogan work this convention. It's fanboy's dream kind of thing. This is a print that I walked by, whipped my head around, went back to the table and bought before I even thought about it. Mostly because it has Rogue, Psylocke, and Kitty Pryde in one picture. How awesome how much more awesome can you get? This one was $15, I believe, 15 or 20, and it was at the table of Christina. I forget her last name, but she was a colorist. She actually is a colorist for Marvel, and just amazing work. I'm very happy I got this. This is one of the ones that you impulse buy without even thinking. Last of the prints I picked up was from Alex Milne. Someone who actually drew RC. An RC print at a con. I'm just amazed that someone actually drew RC, because she's a character you don't really see anymore. She was huge in the first generation and second generation back in the 80s, but since then she's only had a couple appearances in the shows and maybe 20 or 25 issues of the comic books. So having an RC with all the other Autobots and Decepticons in the background, and I just think it's an awesome piece. And of course, I talked to Mr. Milne and got him to sign it, and it was just an incredible experience talking to someone who had actually drawn Transformers. Okay, now on to the small items. When I met Kelly Meeks, I also, because I support her, picked up her comic book. It's just a comic book collection of her first 20 or so webcomics, but when you buy it, there's Fuzzy Tank. When you buy it, you get a quick sketch in the back, which if I can open this book to show you, I will show you. Yes, you saw a picture of my dirty floor. There we go. I got her to do Grunty versus Zergling from World of Warcraft. She pulled this out in about 5 minutes. Just a good fun piece, just to support a local artist who's doing incredible work. This next one I completely forget where I picked up from. This was $5 actually, just a quick cheapy print. Motoko Kusanagi from Ghost in the Shell, with a little Tachikoma over her shoulder. Just one of the ones that you sort of buy before thinking about, and when you get home you forget who drew it, so there you go. Okay, I also picked up this, another Rogue. As you may have been able to tell, I have a sort of a thing for Rogue, my favorite Marvel character ever. I completely forget who I picked this up from. I think it was some Marcus Takari or whatever his name was. But it's just a nice, late 80s, early 90s uniform Rogue. Great action, great drawing, just great purchase for $10. I'll talk about Kelly Meeks. Another thing I bought from her, can you tell I'm a fan of Daily Quests, is this Alex Straja picture, which I believe she drew last year, but was so popular she turned into a print, and she was selling these specific prints were selling like hotcakes at the con. Like, I saw probably 50 or 60 of these go out the door. They're very popular. As to the stars I met, another picture of my lovely floor. I'm trying to keep it focused on the nice background here. First star I met of the convention was Paul McGillian. He was a great guy, awesome guy to talk to. Just an amazingly funny guy. If he's ever at a convention you go to, definitely check him out. He'll have a nice chat with you. Like, I had a 2-minute long chat with this guy, just debating the Scottish versus Canadian accents, and just great fun. I also met Tamo Pennicott, Hilo from Battlestar Galactica, who I think wins for the best hat of the convention. I sadly don't have a picture of it, I can't link you to it, but I'm sure there's pictures out there on the net if you look up Tamo Pennicott Calgary Comic Con 2010 with him and with his awesome hat of awesome. It was just the perfect hat for this guy. And the last guy I met, and I actually have a video I'll be posting up later, was Neil Kaplan, the voice of Tychus Finley from StarCraft 2 and Optimus Prime from Transformers in the late 90s or early 2000s, I forget. He also did some Digimon stuff, but because I don't watch Digimon and I hate those kind of Pokemon/Digimon shows, I never knew he was in it. And that concludes the swag list. So I'll post some links up on the side for higher quality pictures of some things, and I hope to see you guys next year.